branding or the
Okay, let me before you introduce,
Yeah.
I've created this espresso punya shop, so to speak.
Okay.
Basically, the model is I've copied in a way is Zeus Coffee.
Okay.
Why I say that is because Zeus Coffee is all the coffee and food is all like takeaway.
Understood.
Okay, so they don't really have a kitchen. So their coffee also is not served in glass. So they do it a takeaway type of this thing. So that means there's no washing and all that. So I followed that, and then the prices are more affordable.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so their prices compared to Coffee Bean, Starbucks. But of course, Starbucks, because of the current situation, they have dropped the price significantly lah.
Yep.
But they use single origin Arabica coffee from Brazil, Zeus Coffee, although it's affordable, but the quality they maintain. You know, so I followed that, and then I make it different in a way that the food that I sell, the pastries, the sandwiches, and the salad are all pre-made, ready-to-eat meals.
Understood.
So that means, what does that mean? Kalau if you look at Subway, they sell sandwiches. It's not pre-made. I mean, you go there, you make an order, then they prepare for you. In my case, it's
Everything is already ready. It's just grab and go kind of.
okay. So why I'm keen to explore with you. Number one, I don't have any supplier yet, and then I want to be different.
Understood.
Okay, I'm benchmarking my pastries with Kenny Hill Bakers.
Okay.
So if Kenny Hill Bakers have the tart that you serve and all that, they are selling at 20 ringgit or whatever their price, I'm going to make it 50% cheaper.
Okay. Understood.
Okay, so I'm not, my business philosophy is I'm not profit driven, I am cash flow driven, and I'm branding. I'm a branding guy. So there is a difference between sales, marketing, but branding. Yeah. So that's where we're heading lah. So pastry is fit into our ready to eat meals. So that means what we can do, I think, like some of the croissant, we can get it store in the outlet frozen. Some of the frozen can be half cooked already, and then put it in the oven, then ready to serve. So it's a very simple operation lah. It's nothing cooking, no cooking lah, more like microwave type of situation. So that is my direction lah. Ready to eat meal. Okay. Another thing is, if you are a baker, I'm selling sandwiches and salad. Okay. For sandwiches, what make a good sandwich? Do you know? Huh?
The bread.
That's right. Because why? The lettuce, the cherry tomato, the cucumber is, and so if you
Yeah, it's just salad.
so if I can have a great bread, I mean, I can serve my sandwich in a croissant, in a sourdough, or normal bread. But the loaf of bread that is, if it's made to a certain quality, will make the sandwich taste awesome. And so that's the tak ada apa ni, I'm just educating him our business philosophy lah. So the more you understand, so that means apart from the pastries, I'm expecting to get the bread for my sandwich.
Okay.
You know, so if I can get those good taste bread, it'll make my sandwich different.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't want to be the sandwich like in Petronas punya, kan? So kita custom made lah kita, kan? Through our bread and all that sandwich. And then of course for salad, I've asked the chef last night. I don't know if you've been to a restaurant dekat Taman Tun nama Ottoman. So the chef is a Balkan from Bosnia.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I asked him the secret of a salad lah. So the salad, like the sandwich is the bread, The salad is the sauce.
Yeah.
So the lettuce and all the same. So to find the right sauce that will make the salad taste better. So those are the things. So, but the key food in the outlet is the pastries.
I see.
Minum kopi.
Of course, coffee is drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, kopi was with.
So I do a simple projection of my business just to share with you. So I'm expecting to sell 360 cups of drink a day,
I see.
of which 50% coffee. Okay, the other are other drinks. Okay, so that's average price of 10 ringgit. Our prices are more affordable, so 3,006. So the food is about 40% of that, about 2,400. Okay, out of that 2,400, I have pastries, I have sandwiches, I have salad. So I'm expecting 50% of my food pastries. That's my target. 50%. So that means pastry is an important component of the shop food. From cake, tarts, and whatever. And then I'm going to give you creative freedom to test the market. Again, so like I mentioned to you, I'm not so much profit driven, but I want to make my shop famous.
Understood.
So when they taste,
Yeah.
and so then I get people to the door. I maybe make 10-20%, doesn't matter to me.
Understood.
I'll make money from my coffee. But the pastry make me different. So that's why I'm meeting you, because I think it's very important part of they call it USP lah, unique selling product. So maybe also an opportunity for you to introduce fresh, different type of pastries. So I've no restriction on that lah. So now, of course, we need to brand it.
Yep.
And so Koffie Macroy, kalau boleh, we want to be known for our pastries. Although we are a coffee shop, because 50% of the food will be pastries. Sandwich, then salad lah. So that's the
Salad dengan share korang kopi.
so maybe you can share with me what is this tart?
So the first one on the left here is banana banoffee tart.
Okay.
So inside is banana pastry cream, and then there's dulce de leche, and then topped with whipped cream, and then for the deco and give it a little a bitter hint of taste is the cacao nibs,
Okay.
roasted cacao nibs, and then next to it here is the tiramisu tart.
Oh, tiramisu. Okay.
Tiramisu. So one thing I
But it's a tart.
yeah, but it's a tart in a tart form.
Oh.
So underneath is the ladyfinger biscuits dipped in coffee, and then there's a chocolate ganache, and on top is a mascarpone cream.
I see. Okay.
And then the big one here, 6-inch, is creme brulee. So this would be a pretty common tart that you can find anywhere. However, I feel that the reason why it's common is people like it.
Yes.
So
It's popular lah.
yeah, it's popular because it has that crispy top, and then it has plays a lot with texture.
Yes.
So I do find that Malaysians like texture a lot also. And then this one,
And it goes well with coffee, yeah.
yeah, it goes well with coffee. But this one, what I did was I made the creme brulee spiced.
Oh.
So I put a little bit of cardamom and cinnamon inside, and vanilla of course.
Okay.
Just to give it that differentiator. Because usually when you go out, you get a creme brulee tart. It's just basic vanilla.
Okay.
And then after that is a poached apple tart.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
inside the tart, there's a frangipani, which is like a cake made of ground almonds.
Oh, ground almond. Okay.
And then there's also dulce de leche, one layer, and on top is ginger and cinnamon poached apples.
So this is French origin.
This is more on the French side.
Yes. Okay.
So I got my inspiration from the French,
Okay.
rather than just make, because usually what they'll do is they'll just have the apple
Yes.
and then they'll place it into the frangipani and then they'll bake it.
Okay.
But one thing about Malaysians I also notice is that they like sinful things.
Ah.
Yeah, they like things that are very sinful and very
Tasty lah.
yeah,
Taste driven.
Yeah. So hence is why I added the dulce de leche.
Okay.
And rather than using normal caramel, it sounds a bit boring when you explain to your customers. Okay, this is a poached apple tart with caramel. But when you say dulce de leche, it gives it a nicer ring.
It's a brand lah.
Yeah, it gives it a nicer ring. So after the poached apple tart, this one is something a bit different that I was trying out.
Okay.
So this is a PB&J tart, peanut butter and jelly. Usually you have
okay.
it on a sandwich form.
Yes.
Right? So I wanted.
So it's in a tart form.
Yeah, it's in a tart form. So inside there's a treacle. Treacle is a traditional British kind of pie where they mix breadcrumbs and golden syrup and stuff. So that's underneath. And then there is also peanut praline. It's something like peanut butter, but instead of just blending nut and sugar, what I did was I roasted the nuts, I coated it with caramel, and then I grind it. So it has a more of a earthy caramel flavor to it than compared to if you were to use like a normal peanut butter. So hence is why it's PB&J. So the last tart would be so one thing before I tell you what it is, one thing about me is I'm very intrigued in taking traditional items and trying to give it a modern twist. So this one I tried to make the bottom, yeah,
It's a bit sticky.
sticky, yeah.
Okay, alright.
So this one is me trying to reimagine kuih bakar in a tart form.
This is unique. I've not seen this.
So previously, what I did was I made a white sesame praline. Same concept as how I made the peanut praline. I roasted white sesame seeds, coated it with caramel, then I grinded them, and then I added underneath, and then atas is the kuih bakar.
Looks like kuih bakar in a tart.
Yes. However, this recipe, I'm still tweaking it, improving it. This is why I brought it today to get some feedback from everybody.
So basically, you invented this lah.
I wouldn't say I invented it.
I've not seen nobody have made kuih bakar jadi tart lah.
Reimagined it. So for Raya last 2 years, what I did was I made kuih Sri Muka, the pulut.
Yeah.
But instead of doing it the traditional way where I use pandan and stuff, so I matched the top to be pandan and matcha.
Matcha, the green tea lah.
Yeah,
the Japanese.
Yes, so I did that, and then I also did I forgot the name. It's a Terengganu traditional kuih, where it's the same concept, but however there's no pulut underneath.
I see.
So for that one, I did like a French vanilla. Instead of using coconut milk, I tried out like normal 35% fat cream, and it worked just the same, but with that look of traditional. So those creations, I call them modern traditional twists. Yeah. So one of my passions is to do that, because I feel that the flavors that we have traditionally are great. They are really good, and I noticed that in Asia, most chefs, now they are gunning to modernize local dishes. However, a lot, especially in pastry, that is not that direction, and I feel that it's a bit of a waste, because the kuih that we have is actually really good. And if you look forward abroad, usually you'll see a lot of chefs taking elements from Asian cuisine. Thai, they will reimagine sticky rice and stuff. So I feel like why aren't we doing it when it's our home game ground?
Yeah. Make it more interesting, and in a way it's a fusion.
Yes.
So you've included the French tradition and the Malay food, kuih and all that. Okay, because I've been to, in Shalam there's a outlet called Kuih, but it's just traditional. They did not create anything. But they are very successful and a bit pricey. And so in my case, if I can use the element of kuih, but make it fusion,
yes.
More suitable for coffee.
Yes.
And
I feel that it would be a defining factor for your shop to have something that other people aren't.
Yeah, this will, I mean, distinguish us lah.
Yeah. So if you were to go to Canada,
So premium pastry, affordable prices.
yes.
And so we get the masses to sample. So that's how I'm going to market it.
Yep.
You know. So as you know, I've already spoken to the mall, Elmina Lakeside Mall. So one of the strategy branding that I'm employed, they've agreed, is I'm going to promote Koffie Macroy at Elmina Lakeside Mall, first outlet in the world. Because there's no other outlet. So what's so special about this first outlet, Koffie Macroy? So I'm going to put amongst them is the pastry.
I see.
Another thing is our sandwiches, because we use premium bread, you know. So it's not the Petronas type of pre-made, ready eat to meal. So we are pre-made, ready to eat, but premium. You know, sandwich. Same with the salad.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Before that, I just wanted to also highlight that it's all in different sizes.
Okay.
So I am also able to make these different sizes. So this would be like 1.5 inch. This is 4 inches, 6 inches, 3 inches. But I can also make 7 inch, 8 inch, 9
Okay.
inch.
Different.
So depending on the needs of uncle's clients
Okay.
and the needs for uncle's preparation. Personally, I would suggest, because since uncle mentioned that you want something that is easy, grab and go, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't need a lot of interference from your.
So we're gonna, if possible, pack it nicely lah. In a way, in pieces of 4, or I don't know. So we still research on that.
Yeah, but I would suggest something that is single tarts, macam this size, or the 3 inch. So at least you don't have to, your workers also don't have to cut.
Yes.
You know, when you have to cut, sometimes it's messy.
Yes, we want to avoid that.
Best, yeah.
So we want the SOP to be as simple as possible lah. So
It's
that
the
means,
matter of taking it and putting it in the box and
yes.
sending it out.
So and then allowing because some of the like the sandwich, I'm gonna allow them to take from the chiller. It's an open chiller, and I don't know whether you've been to Pratt and Manager. Dekat Singapore, there's one.
I've seen their shop online. However, I've not been there.
So they are ready to eat meals, but they have like a counter like Family Mart, so you can pick up your own food, and then pay at the counter, and then they order the coffee.
Like I would say like most bakeries abroad, where they would have a glass case, and they
Yes.
have their sandwiches ready. Sometimes they just take parchment paper, they wrap it,
Yes.
put the string, and they just stack it up, and then you just go and tell the counter person like, would like a ham and cheese or
Yes.
tomato and
We might consider to make it easy lah, accessible. Okay, then that's about it.
I brought some bread also. To show uncle.
So later one day we need to experiment. Maybe some of this bread we can turn it into a sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this bread here, kalau uncle nak tengok, put it, rest it.
Is this a loaf? A
This
normal?
is a loaf. So this is a milk loaf or a normal sandwich loaf. So the reason why I brought this one instead of a normal macam French, they would call a Pullman loaf, is that for Malaysians also I noticed they like soft bread. But not airy, macam gardenia is like soft and airy. So when you bite down, you don't get a chew or a bite, right? So the Japanese milk loaf, for me, I find solves that problem. It's soft, but still dense.
So if I slice it,
Yeah.
I can turn it into like a tuna sandwich,
Definitely.
egg sandwich.
Egg sandwich. So usually the Japanese, they have this thing called, they do sandos, which translates to sandwich.
Oh,
So they'll do
sandos.
So what they'll do is they have like steamed egg. So they cut the steamed egg into a square.
So I might use that for branding purposes. We call our sandwiches all sandos.
Sandos, yeah. So the
Sando,
moment they-
SANDO.
Yes. So the moment they use this particular type of bread, like a sandwich loaf, they automatically call it sandos. So they have this thing where they make they take like chicken chop and then they bread it and they fry it and then they add it also inside. Uncle kalau uncle nak tengok like the version like Family Mart will have those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's successful. I mean, that's one of the pulling factor.
Yes.
They're Japanese, right?
And then other than that, I also ada. This is a ciabatta. It's an
Okay.
Italian style. Kalau uncle nak tengok.
So this, I think Subway have it or similar?
Subways, they use something like a hoagie. It's like a hoagie
okay.
kind of bread. But so in Europe, they usually would like to use this bread. It has flavors of olive oil because they add oil
So you
inside.
just eat with olive oil lah,
So
potong-potong.
usually you can do that, or usually they will slice it and then they will add in tea, macam tomatoes. They'll do like a caprese. But the nice thing about this bread is that when you toast it, uncle, the skin ni outside, kalau uncle tengok kan,
Yeah.
is very thin. It
Oh.
gets crunchy.
So it goes well with scrambled egg lah.
Scrambled eggs pun boleh. And then this one is a focaccia. So this is a plain focaccia. I do make other types of focaccias.
Okay.
Ada sometimes what I do is I put cherry tomatoes, ada garlic confit, black olives and onions.
Almost like a fruit cake, but it's a bread.
Yes. So usually this style of bread, because dia letak in tea, you can just have it on its own. But
Yeah.
Italians also, they slice it in half and then they will put like prosciutto. I mean, for them it will be ham.
Can you toast this?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's actually better toasted.
Okay.
Rasa is still soft.
Yeah,
It's already soft.
Yeah.
But when you toast it, the thing about Italian breads, I noticed they like it when they toast it that the outside gets crunchy and the inside still retains its softness.
So I can use this also as a sandwich.
Boleh. So the Italians would either use focaccia or they call it stracciatella.
So if I turn it into a sandwich, what would you recommend? Should I use a toast sandwich or as is?
So I recommend uncle toast it.
Toast it, okay.
Toast it.
So toast it, then I make it into.
You can use a panini press. A panini press would give it a nice texture.
Okay.
So because the heat is directly from the outside,
Okay.
so the outer skin gets crunchy, but the inside is warm enough that it's soft.
Okay, because of the dimension, unlike this one I might possibly can put in a toaster.
Yang tu uncle boleh letak.
Yang ini how do you toast this?
Yang ni uncle, kalau uncle punya toaster big enough, you can slice it in half and put it in the toaster. But kalau uncle ada macam those mini oven toasters,
Yeah.
that would work also.
Oh.
A panini press would work. Yang uncle
I think it's more easy to do the mini oven lah.
Mini oven pun boleh.
Kan? I mean like masuk buka
Sekarang ni pun they have like conveyor belt style toasters pun ada. And then this is a mini. So this is my mini form of sourdough.
Okay.
So this is one.
I've tasted your sourdough,
Yeah.
And
But this one is a bit different, uncle. This one is seeded.
Oh, the one that I had.
It's a normal country sourdough.
I managed to get only a little bit of it when I brought home.
Yeah.
My son finished it up.
Habis.
So where's my sourdough? Habis. Dia cakap sedap, daddy.
So this one seeded. So the difference is that I put flax seed, chia seed, and sesame seed inside
Alright.
to give it flavor kat dalam. So this one usually people suka makan for breakfast. So cafes like VCR, they use this kind of bread. So kalau let's say for example, kalau uncle nak diversify uncle punya product and go into making like big breakfast kind of styles, so bread like this would be most suitable. Or let's say for example, kalau uncle nak go into making macam steak sandwiches, breads like this would be nice also because it has that extra taste. Sebab dia sour sikit, mix in with black pepper steak kan, that you chop up, so it gives that extra kick for me.
Right now I'm working on developing a menu. So for the drinks, I have some ideas and all that. But for pastries and salad, now we call it sando. Maybe I need your help. Nak build the menu.
Understand?
And maybe I can seek your counsel lah for that. Then the food menu distinguishes lah. Even if you look at Canny Hill Bakers, they are so. I mean, their brand is so strong because they are quite bold in introducing products. They create their own. So I think that's a good strategy lah. Maybe we can follow that. But cuma they are a bit pricey. So we try to find ingredient to make it more
affordable, more consumer friendly.
Yes.
But
Alright.
Kenny Hill's Baker at the start, I feel that they were priced at a pretty fair price when they only had one outlet.
Yeah.
But I think
Now,
since they started
become more
opening
commercial.
they started upping up their prices.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, so
Thank
let's
you.
taste.
Let's eat now. That's the best part.